Hello, everyone. This is Sam from Fitness Concept, and today I have my very good friend and client, Coach Laing. Hi, Coach.
Thanks, Sam.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Thank you very much for giving your time. I know you're very busy and everything else, so I really appreciate you doing this interview with me. Part of the reason that I got you at this interview, I know you're a coach. Now, what do you coach and where do you coach?
I coach football at Ontario Christian High School. Been there for a few years. I started there in 1976 to 81, then went away to public schools. Came back in 02, 3, and 4. Went away to Marietta, coach my son's team down there. Came back, and then my son, Chris, who was the head coach, him and his wife decided to have triplets, so I took the job again. So I'm the head football coach.
Well, you've almost been coaching as long as I've been alive. So you might have a lot of experience. And the reason I got you here is I know that with my clients, I try to do different motivational techniques to try to get them motivated. As you know, as a coach, that the mental state of working out and getting in shape is just as important as a physical.
Yeah.
So the question I have with you, because I know you have so much coaching experience, is what do you do with your players to sort of get in their mental psyche and get them to perform better?
Well, that's a good question because I think that's probably the key question, not just in coaching football but in life, is what is it that turns your key? What is it that pushes your hot button? I think part of what I do at the beginning of the year in the off season, I spend a lot of time in developing character with these guys. We have Bible studies. Being at Ontario Christian High School, we can certainly have that. So we have Bible studies. Gives us an opportunity for us to show, for me to show my concern and love for them. And I think, to me anyway, once those guys have a clear understanding that I love them, I'm concerned for them, and not just their welfare, I don't come up to them and say, hey, are you a piece of meat? I know you're stronger today. I care about their grades. I care about their family life. And when they get that understanding, it's kind of a scary thing, too. You can almost do or say anything to them that you want, and they'll do it. And so I think trying to do that, motivate them personally, finding out what button it is. I kind of talked about this earlier. Some guys, you can put your arm around and say, hey, it's going to be okay. And they respond to that. Other guys, I had a player last year that said, Coach, can you just come up and slap me in the face? I said, no, I'm not going to do that. That's the mentality. Some guys need to get them motivated to go. So you have a real range of what motivates a kid. But I think you can do tricky motivation. You can do guilt if you want to. What I want them to do is be motivated from inside their heart.
And I think the key to what you said was, caring for them. You're not just caring for them from one aspect of their life. You care for them from all aspects of their life. And when you care for somebody, they know that you care for them overall as an individual, then they will perform better at that one thing that you wanted to perform. You know what I mean? So if you just cared about, just play football, just perform here, and not care about family, grades, and what to do outside of school, then I think that you might not have as much success as you have. And that's the key point that I'm going to learn from Coach today. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that because I think that is the key for everyone, and everyone can take a lesson from that. And if you care for somebody as an overall individual and have them their best interest at heart, then that's what's going on.
And let me say this, and I'm not saying this because we're interviewing, we're talking to each other, but I get that here, this place, Fitness Concept. I get that. We were in your kitchen the other day. We were in his kitchen, and he was showing us a drink that he drinks in the morning. And those are the kind of things that he sends out to everybody that shows that he cares. And so I think you're willing to come in and spend, sometimes service becomes more important than the product.
Yes.
Does that make sense to you? So I think that you develop a personal relationship, whether it be business or with kids playing football. That's an awesome thing. So now you touch lives. You can win, you can lose. Those are always going to come and go. We're watching on the monitors up here, celebration by the Lakers being world champions.
Go Lakers, baby.
That's right. Go Lakers. The reason they won, and we'll talk to every one of them, and you hear Kobe Bryant saying it, all that work hard is paying off, but they're hugging each other, they're loving each other, and they establish those relationships.
Yeah, and I really appreciate this interview, man. And I want to add one thing, even though that I'm going to be the father for the first time here, take a look at this, in about 3 weeks. Okay, and I'm very stoked about that, but I feel like I have I think I have over 360 clients right now. I think I have 360 children, and I really genuinely care for them, and I want their best interests at heart overall. So I really appreciate that comment. Thank you, folks. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sam.